Okay, to finish my story from yesterday.
Welcome back to the break.
Yeah, I was in the inspection. Small little things are piling up. Linda, the health inspector, is saying things are fine. And then we get to the second room where we have to check the ground fault circuit interrupter for the pool light. Oh, that's what it's for.
Right.
It's to make sure if something happens, this thing trips and cuts electricity. Oh, look at all that extra time we got at it.
Oh boy.
At least this looks like a simple track. Looks.
It's a mostly
Yes.
square.
So it comes time to do the second one, and the light's just not on. So that's not good.
That ain't good.
And the lady who's up there opening it for me has to go home because Linda showed up an hour late.
Because of course they did.
Well, she got caught up on her previous inspection.
Exactly, and they always do.
Yes, they always do because they run into things like this that I'm about to tell you about. So when it came time to do number 2, it didn't click. It didn't have a light indicating that it even had power attached to it. It wasn't tripping. No matter what we did, we would cut the breaker to it. Nothing happened. Oh no. I call up my boss, who's on his weekend and really shouldn't be taking calls because
that's how it works.
He's a waged employee, so we shouldn't be calling him on his weekends, but he encourages me to when I need information.
In case of emergency.
Yes, and this was an emergency. What's going on? What's going on? And he said, I think someone did some work on it. Trace the power line. So I go out there. I go back out, and this has been 20 minutes of us trying to figure this out. And Linda's just there like, this is fishy. You guys are acting fishy because we don't know. And I have to explain to her, I've never actually had the inspection. I've never had to trip this before. And we thought it was a mirror of the other one. It's apparently not. So I go out there, and the timer that the spotlight is hooked up to is just plugged into the wall, into a GFCI. Perfectly fine, perfectly legal, perfectly to code.
Just not where you thought it was.
Just not where we thought. In fact, in a much smarter place to go, because if I'm random engineer who gets called up there at 10 p.m. at night, and I've never had to find the GFCI to, where am I gonna look? Am I gonna look upstairs in a bedroom, or am I gonna look right there at the timer where it's plugged in? That's gonna be a lot easier to find. So ultimately, it was in a much better location. I just had to find it. And of course, Linda at that point insisted on visibly inspecting the first one to make sure we weren't screwing with her, make sure we weren't flipping a breaker instead of tripping the GFCI.
Yeah.
So it all worked out, but that entire time, you can imagine that entire half hour, I was sweating bullets the entire time.
Oh yeah. Because like the entire time that you're doing all this, you have to be confident, so that way they're like, okay, we'll skip over this little thing and this little thing and this little thing.
Yeah. And so because of that, because I had been walking in and out of there, and she found a little tiny minor thing that we had to correct. There were some screws missing at the bottom. Yeah, they have to. It's their job to nitpick. And so she found some little set of screws that I had to go put in because they had never been installed properly. And after all that, this whole time, by the way, the rooms these people are in, these are some of the hoity-toity rooms. These are some of the fancy pants rooms. This entire time, these employees are seeing me go in and out and just bust my hump. After the inspection, I do the thing that she says, hey, do this put these screws in real quick before you open it back up to guests, which is fine because it's not going to be open back up to guests for days after this. But, they saw me and they said, hey, come into our Christmas party. And so I did. And they had great food and they had great snacks and they just basically sort of roped me in like just one of their bosses. I said, oh, I mean, I guess I'm fine because the pool is filling or draining. The pool is draining. It's not gonna.
Your maintenance.
It's not gonna run away on me, and I'm supposed to stay in this room. So sure, I'll hang out here and hang out with all these wonderful people that work up there. And it was just the most chill. I don't know.
It was a chill Xmas.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Just, boy, Christmas time at my workplace is great. That's all I can say. Christmas time at my workplace is a cool place to be. Yes, a chill place to be. But that segues me in to one more topic, Amarith.
One last.
Because this is my game and this is my nostalgia, so all the topics are mine. You can't have any of the topics.
Aww, darn.
Yeah. Well, it's what happened Christmas Eve. Do you remember what happened Christmas Eve? You know this.
I was at work.
No. The night of Christmas Eve, when Amy was here after my family went away, and we went to bed, and it It is a little incident that happened in the middle of the night. Do you remember now? Do you want to tell the gamers what happened since I've been talking, or is
it was like 2 a.m. I was getting ready to fucking go to bed.
It's 2:30 a.m.
So it's like it's now Christmas Day. It's like, okay, well, we gotta get up. We got Christmas stuff to do. I'm gonna be going seeing my family. You're going taking, your brother Daniel to your dad and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did get to avoid most of the Jamie family party, but I still got to see my nieces and nephews, which is cool because I haven't seen my niece, one of my nieces. Is she my only niece? No, my youngest niece, since she was 2, and she's 4 now.
She's 4 now?
She's the most adorable fucking thing ever. Oh my gosh. I just basically played with her for an hour and a half because she was just so much fun to have around.
I've not gotten to see her really. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she is a treat. And she knows it. She's a little diva. I'm sure she drives her parents nuts as soon as she gets home, but she knows she's a celebrity in this house, so. Anyway,
at about 2:30, I'm starting to go to bed, and you're going to bed too.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we just feel like, man, I can't even do it with my voice. It's just
like you think a terrorist is attacking the neighborhood.
Like someone's getting shot.
We got turned around. I'm not going to make it through this one.
Someone has died. Someone is in pain.
Yeah, it is distressed.
But
it's a very distressed sound. No, that's not what it was, because it's Christmas Eve and we live in rich white people neighborhood. So just some fucking teenager got a car for Christmas.
And the whole family's out there fucking
screaming and honking the horn, and they did it for almost an hour?
Yeah.
Almost an hour they were out there screaming and honking the horn. Like, why are you still excited? Like,
go to bed.
And why do you sound like, again, the last neighborhood we lived in, if you heard that screaming, it means grab your gun and watch the front door.
Someone's getting shot.
Yeah, there's a shootout happening or something, or a stabbing, or like something terrible. But, white people have never, or in this neighborhood, have never endured any hardship, so they don't understand the difference between a terror scream and a joy scream. They all sound the same. And plus, save that shit for the morning at least. Some people have to work on Christmas Day. Yeah.
You fuck?
Yeah, I didn't have to work Christmas Day this year, but many I do. So, quit being dicks. I think it's next year I'll have to. Was it last year I had to, or next year I'll have to?
Next year you'll have to because it's going to be on a Friday.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Don't be a dick to me. Just do it in the morning, and don't scream. Scream once, like, oh, I'm so happy, and then, oh my gosh, I was woken up for 30 seconds, and then I fell back asleep. No big deal.
Or just wait till the fucking morning.
Like, today we had ambulances coming in the neighborhood, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I was able to fall back asleep just fine. It's fine. Everything was fine.
I'm sorry, John, my throat is killing me.
Yeah, I understand. You're coughing. You'll mute yourself as much as you can, but...
I have, no voice left.
You're not used to getting sick, and you're sick.
Yeah, and it's like, well, like I've normally said before, it's like I go through turbo sickness. Like,
yeah,
I go through the flu in hyper mode. I go through the flu in a week or in 5 days. Whereas most people
speedrun flus.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because all the entire day at work, my voice was even worse because my mouth was so dry, and I was like this talking to people and no one could understand me.
Yeah, I made it through. I'm in 3rd place, but I made it through. I am not trying to do well. This is not.
Does not try your best. Else.
Yeah, this is just
complete.
Just survive. Oh, was that the end?
I think that was the end.
No, there's got to be at least one more. Right?
There's one more?
I think there's one more.
I don't think there's.
Which is good because we need to finish the episode. Yep, one more.
Okay.
Night cruise. All right.
I thought it said night curse.
Well, apparently this is gonna be the
last one.
Well, there's the stunt tracks and everything else. The namesake of the game we haven't even gotten to.
What namesake?
The name of the game is Stunt Race FX. So there are stunt tracks. You can perform stunts.
What do you do in the stunt track?
You perform stunts. I just said it, Amarith. I don't know. Wheelies? Spinning around? I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. It's content for future John and Amarith.
Yeah, I like future John and Amarith.
Get around. What are you doing?
Turn around.
What are you doing?
Every now and then get a little bit of... Turn.
All right, go 4WD.
I really don't like the
WD4D
4-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't like the tunnels in here because it looks like you're gonna run into a wall.
Yeah.
Until you're actually in the tunnel.
It's a reverse Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote would not approach that.
Well, no, he would, but
Would he?
yeah.
I feel so bad for Wile E. Coyote. I'm sure most kids sympathize more with Wile E. than the Roadrunner. You saw the Weird Al movie UHF eventually, right? You've seen it?
Oh yeah.
By now? Okay. I think we had to show it to you though.
No,
correct?
I saw it before.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was Jamie had never seen it. Yeah, Jamie had never seen it until she was an adult. Which, she loved it the first time she saw it. I'm glad it holds up.
It's one of those, like, cult films.
Yeah, and it holds up, honestly. I bet we could show it to Amy and they would like it. Heck, they've probably seen it and enjoyed it.
Well, because, like, everything that I've read about it is, like, when it was released, apparently it was, like, so horribly received.
Yeah. Well, because critics panned it because it made fun of critically acclaimed movies, largely.
Well, yeah, but that's why it's fucking funny.
Yeah, especially because it was irreverent, and it acknowledged the parts that, just like a good Weird Al parody, it made fun of the parts of the song that are funny. Oof, time up. Should we go into another episode, or should I just try to power through it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we got a couple minutes. Let's just do it here. Do it live.
Do it live?
Do it live, Pinhead.
No, we got 2 more tries. We'll do it next time on the branch.
Okay.